These are 20 plus high demand university courses in Australia that you might consider to choose when planning to study here. And we are going to look at these 20 plus high demand courses in different fields or streams of study. That includes healthcare and social assistance, education, engineering, science, information and communication technology, and business. So if you are planning to study a university course in Australia, this video might be perfect for you. Now, first thing first, when it comes to choosing a course to study abroad, you have to consider a few factors. One of the first one obviously is your personal interest. What is your personal interest in regards to the study you're planning to choose? Are you really interested in doing that or not? Your career goals, what would you like to achieve after completing that course or degree? And last but not the least is the future demand for that course that you're planning to study. So with the advancement of technologies like AI, you have to kind of find a career that is future proof as well. Well, no one can guarantee what can happen in the future, but we still need to look at the future prospects of the career you're planning to choose as well, because it makes sense as you're planning to spend a lot of money for that. Now, what is a high demand career? So when it comes to high demand career, we can look at three main elements. The first one is good job prospects. So after completing this course, what are your job prospects? Would you be able to get a job in that industry? The next one is decent pay. So after completing the university course, you would like to get paid decently, right? That is one of the other elements we look at when we talk about high demand courses. And last but not the least, the skills in shortage. So there are some skills that are specifically in shortage here in Australia. So it might be worthwhile for you to look at that as well. As an example, a friend of mine recently was deciding to come here for studies, and he was planning to choose a Bachelor of Finance for his studies. So he was speaking to me and he asked my opinion on that course. I told him it might be worthwhile for him to look at not just Bachelor of Finance, but rather a course which is Bachelor of Finance and Accounting, because of the future prospect of that specific course. And it's important for you to know that we haven't just come up with these courses randomly. We have actually done our research on government websites. One of the first one was Jobs and Skills Australia website. Specifically speaking, there was a labor market update. We looked at that. And apart from that, we also look at the Australian government's labor market insight website as well. And all the links we use to do our research will be in the description box below. So you can also do your own further research after watching this video, which I highly recommend you to do if you're planning to study here. So now let's get into these courses. So we will look at each of the fields that I mentioned earlier, and we'll give you few courses in that specific field. So first field we are going to look at is healthcare and social assistance. Now, healthcare is such a popular industry here in Australia. There's obviously a huge growth projected in this specific industry. And you might be wondering, what is the reason for this growth in this industry? Well, there are a few of them. First one obviously is Australia's aging population. So Australia's population is aging and we need more healthcare workers. Overall, Australia's population is growing. That means there is a demand for healthcare needs. And specifically talking about social assistance, there is a lot of awareness regarding mental health and social inclusion programs here in Australia, making sure that everyone has got access to these support services. So let's look at some of the popular courses in this specific field. The first one on our list is nursing. And as we're talking about university courses, you can do bachelor's and master's in nursing itself. Then we have medicine courses like MBBS. Then there are physiotherapy courses like bachelor's and master's. And if you're talking about social assistance, you can see courses like master's and bachelor's in social work and psychology. So these are our top 5 pick in this healthcare and social assistance. Just keep in mind that these are not the only courses that might be popular in healthcare setting. We have only picked up a handful of these courses in each of these fields. And now let's move on to the next field, which is education. So as there is a growth of population in Australia, there is a huge demand of teachers here. And you might have come across some news that there are ongoing teacher shortages in Australia. So in education, these are some of the specific courses that you might consider. First one is early childhood teaching. So specifically speaking, pre-primary teachers are in high demand. So you might consider a qualification in early childhood. And apart from early childhood, there is secondary education teachers as well. So you might consider a degree in secondary education. Again, there are undergraduate and postgraduate courses available for this stream. And apart from that, there is a huge demand for special education and special needs teachers as well. So you might consider a qualification in special education or special needs. The next field of study on our list is engineering. So engineering stream, which is part of STEM education, science, technology, engineering and mathematics, is one of the popular popular streams to study here. And some of the reasons why engineering is such a popular stream is because of countries' booming infrastructure and innovation drive the demand for engineering graduates. And now in engineering, we have picked up specifically 4 courses that you might consider. These are mining engineering. Australia is known for its mines, whether it's coal, lithium, and so on. So there is a high demand for mining engineers. Apart from that, civil engineering, specifically in the infrastructure space, mechanical engineering, and electrical engineering as well. So these are our top 4 picks in engineering stream. Moving on to the science field. So Australian government's emphasis on science, technology, and innovation makes science as one of the stream you might consider to choose. So when talking about science stream, we have 4 popular courses you might consider. One of them is marine biology, then there is data science and data analyst, then computer science and food technologies. Again, there are some other popular courses in science stream as well, so please make sure to do your research in regards to that. The next stream on our list is information and technology stream. As more and more businesses are focused on data-driven approach and advancement in technologies like AI, and Australia's growing tech industry with increasing threat of cybersecurity as well, information technology is one of the most demanded courses here in Australia. So here are our 4 top courses in this specific stream. The first one is software and application developers. So if you are in software development or application development, then definitely consider doing a bachelor's or master's in that specific stream. Apart from that, there is a huge demand for cybersecurity professionals. So a course in cybersecurity is definitely a good choice. Apart from that, there is a demand for system analysis and ICT business analysis as well. So these were some of the popular courses in information and communication technology. Last but not the least on our list is business courses. So we get asked this question quite often: what are the options for business stream students? There is a growth in the business industry in general. More and more companies need to make sure that they comply with regulations, and there is a huge demand for financial transparency from the government and other organizations. There are courses in business stream like accounting that are in high demand and have a decent future growth as well. Apart from accounting stream, there are other courses like advertising and marketing and management courses like BBA and MBA. These are some of the popular courses in business stream. So these were some of the courses in different streams that you might consider to study here. Again, as I mentioned earlier, there are plenty of other courses that are available for international students to choose from, and not everyone is willing to stay after completing their course in Australia. So you might even consider a course that may not have much demand in Australia but may have a huge demand back home in your home country. That's certainly a possibility as well. Now again, all the useful links that where we have done our research from will be in the description box below, and I highly recommend you to go and do your further research about these courses that we have mentioned. Or if your course was not mentioned, then please go and check the scope of that course with the link in the description as well. There are a couple of useful websites in the description box below that you should definitely check out. Now if you are planning to study a master's degree course here in Australia, we've got a very detailed video regarding a complete guide for masters here. So why not check this video out that's appearing on the screen right now. Click on that video and I'll see you there.